This program is brought to you by First National Bank of Botswana.
FNB, how can we help you?
Good evening and welcome to First Issues. All institutions have a certain culture to uphold and expectations from all those within their places of operation. Before admittance into a clan, all members are expected to undergo a rigorous interview exercise to make sure that they fit the mold. This may be at a place of work, a members-only club, and quite commonly private schools. It is an open secret that most private schools, if not all of them, have admission processes that involve some form of an entrance exam and/or an interview. For certain highly desirable private schools around the world, the entrance test can be a very competitive process, with children preparing often for years in advance. Private schools use these exams to ensure they have the best and brightest candidates with the strongest academic potential. Difficulty levels will vary, as will the types of questions featured. However, majority of private school entrance exams test children on math, English or verbal ability, science, cognitive and comprehension skills. The same is evidenced here in Botswana, where a majority of private schools have pre-entry exams for potential students for a variety of reasons. The 3-hour-long exercise is available from pre-kindergarten all the way to advanced level. While the marks each child scores are said to be a direct reflection of a child's readiness for the level and school they are testing for, one is forced to wonder if the whole exercise is not discriminatory. This is because the tests in question use a one-size-fits-all litmus scale that does not take into account an individual child's psychological, academic and/or physiological limitations. Joining in on this conversation is Andrew Taylor, principal at Marua Pula School. Taylor states that pre-entry tests are used to measure the level at which a child operates. He adds that with a waiting list as long as Kingdom Come, they use the test to place the most deserving students rather than a first-come, first-serve approach to enrollment. He says that being selective about the admission not only helps their school keep their standards, but also ensures that children who would not otherwise cope at their school are spared the potential to develop such conditions as poor self-esteem and depression from not being able to keep up with the demands of the school's curriculum.
Well, we are trying to establish whether this school is a good fit, given the skills and the personality and the work ethic, the behavior of the candidate. And we do have to select from a large pool. We only have 112 places, and we have over 300 candidates. So part of the job of an entrance test is to determine which of those 300 students would be the best fit for MAP.
What if a student really wanted to go here? What sort of, at a particular school really, but not necessarily here, do you have, or private schools in general, have an area under which certain children who are not, say, for example, academically gifted could be fit in?
Yes, in fact, many students at MAP have one kind or another of perhaps a learning disability or an area in which they need more support. And we don't shy away from taking such students if they have a strong work ethic. If they're weak across the board and they're not willing to work hard, that will not be a good fit for MAP. But we do have ADHD children. We do have students who are perhaps not as socially inclined as is typical of adolescents of this age. And there are various kinds of disabilities, you could call it, or gifts on the one hand, where we try to accommodate a wide range of learners. But at the end of the day, we also have to make sure that they have a certain foundation that can sustain a rigorous academic program.
Okay, so for example, a child got into your school initially after testing in math, English, excuse me, your sciences and your cognitive exams. They were fitting in then, and then it so happens that going forth they are struggling. What happens in that case?
Well, generally, after the entrance test, we have a good picture of how they're performing in basic disciplines like reading and numeracy, the ability to manipulate numbers. And if they have, for instance, not had a chance to shine in mathematics and they need extra support, we will run afternoon clinics for them to help them brush up in that particular area. If they're weak in English, or English is a second language, we're also going to work with them to catch up to the rest of the class. So we do have programs in place that will make up for areas where there are gaps.
But then one might wonder, Mr. Taylor, if your tests are fitting to one school, or is it standard across the board?
No, we're trying to reach a national pool. We have applications, just this year we had applications from 23 different schools. Some of them independent or private schools, some of them government schools. So we're drawing students from all over the show, and we would not want to have an entrance test which excludes any particular group. We are looking for students that have ability and a work ethic, yes, but we're not wishing to exclude anybody especially from backgrounds where they don't have the typical advantages that an urban and an affluent group might have. We want to have as much socioeconomic variety as possible.
Be that as it may, Mr. Taylor, who sets these exams and where are they approved? You know, we need to understand that it's all education.
Obviously, we set the exams, and we make sure that they're kept confidential. But I mean, for the English, we have a number of composition titles that students can respond to. We have sections of books that are age appropriate, where we ask questions about the content. And the mathematics is set at a level which hits the middle of the standard 6 year. So yes, we come up with the test, but it's trying to meet national norms.
I want us to go back to the issue of children not being able to fit in instances whereby children are not able to fit. How does that affect them? You know, I don't know, psychologically or maybe academically, what cases have you seen whereby children can't fit in and then they're somehow affected outside of the curriculum or syllabus?
Right. Well, that's why selection is so important. You want to bring in students that have the foundational skills so they have the opportunity to flourish here. And if they struggle, we're going to move alongside them and make sure they gain those skills once they're in. But the selection will attempt to establish a merit-based placement priority. In other words, the students that do the best on our entrance test are the ones that are the likeliest to be offered places. Alternately, students that have an area of weakness, we're prepared to, if they show some promise and a strong work ethic, and they have other abilities outside the classroom that we would like to nurture. Say, for instance, you're a great singer, or you're an actor of note, or you have artistic sensibilities. And we want to take that child on board with Mighty Song here as a resource, with drama, music, and art required. We welcome marimba players. So we're not just looking at students from the neck up.
Maybe what I wanted to get at is that it's been proven that sometimes children who can't keep up with their peers sometimes suffer from depression or self-esteem issues. What sort of measures are there in place for such children?
We have a wellness counselor and we have year heads, and so the pastoral needs of students are very much taken into account. We also run programs that are open to the wider community, educating parents about, for instance, how to deal with social media, how to deal with teen depression, how to deal with substance abuse, how to deal with all manner of issues that are particularly hard-hitting during the adolescent years. So it's a matter of what we do with one-on-one counseling, what we do with families, with parents, and you're trying to establish and informed environment of caring for teenagers. And that takes a lot of work from a lot of different angles.
When running a business means
Where did I put that receipt?
we can help you with instant accounting, free software that does your bookkeeping for you. When running a business means
Wait, what do you mean the container hasn't arrived?
we help protect your business from risk with Mohwebi Insurance. And when it means
How do we pay our staff that don't have bank accounts?
we help you make multiple payments directly to people's phones with e-wallet bulk send. At FNB, we're constantly innovating to help business owners at every stage of their journey.
Go kapa ditshwantsho go golela pele ka go nna nngwe ya ditsela se batho ba itshetsang ka tsone kana tiro e dirwang nako dingwe motho a batasheleng ka potako kana mo banana ba go bitsang side hustle e re go kapa ditshwantsho go tswalela ka go tuma di kapa ditshwantsho le didiriswa tsa tsone jaaka di-tripod le di-lens jalo thota tsa tsone di ntse di ya kwa tlase ka jalo ope o nang le thebe wa gago hela o ka nna mo kapa ditshwantsho kana ka seng re go bitsang photographer mmehela gore motho a ka dira gore kgathego ya gago mo go kapeng ditshwantsho e mo tisetsa madi a utlwalang go tshela botshelo jo bo rileng mo Tops and Business ba re motho o thokana le botsipa jwa go kapa ditshwantsho jo bo kanang ka 20% hela mme 80% ene e le go ipapatsa mo go nang le boleng jo bo tseneletseng mo Tops and Business ba re se ke ka gore 80% wa se se ka dirang gore motho a tege mo kgwebong e ke go itse go simolola kgwebo le go itirela leina le leng goreng batho bao ba rekisetsang tiro ya gagwe ba ka e rata bo go la gompieno letsatsi re na le una Simba Mafa moeteledipele ko The Dual Brands e leng kompone ya bakapa ditshwantsho ko Francistown ba sena go bona gore mme botshelo bo ka nna teng mo kgwebong e una Simba o re tlhalosetsa ka ha simolotseng kgwebo ya gagwe ka teng le gone goreng ba ipharologantse jang mo bakapa ditshwantshong ba bangwe mo Botswana.
Company ya rona bitso go The Dual Brands. The Dual Brands is a combination ya di-companies tse pedi. It's Salvador Multimedia Works and Classic Intel. Classic Intel e ne le ko joining nna ke le mo Francistown. And then we decide okay, let's partner. Ebe re kopana nna le ene. Tota gompe kwana re santse thata re batla go tsenela thata mo into fine art photography. Ye leng gore ka bontsi re berekela thata mo detailing. We don't just take pictures. Re batla detailing picturing.
Ke rata gore you just mentioned gore ga le tse snap hela ka gore snap sa tseo. How did you come to realizing gore there's a different kind of photography, more photography, e leng gore would set you apart from everybody else who feelang gore go tsa snap ke go tsa snap?
Photography ke art. Art ke litho la gago ka ha wena o bonang ka teng. So ena rona ela ka borona re ntse because a kre nna le go join nna ke le kwana. But ha re ntse re telana hela re lebella di picture re kopana re share di picture tsa rona mo Facebook be re bona gore you know what wa nga re na le sengwe se leng gore sa tshwana sa tsamaelana. That's why we decided to be a partner up. Be re lemoga gore banana ka bontsi ba di photographer o tla ke re di photographer ka bontsi ke batho ba ileng gore let me say a rena le dinepe tsa nude art ya gore ga re batho tsa senepe se ileng gore if ile nude art motho o mogolo like minister a nantsa ya ga ka ra se le bana ba bona bothabetsi mo go sone gore mo ileng gore o taba o bona gore se ke se sa motho se ke se ha ke bokae so se ileng gore rona re batho harologana le batho jalo.
Una Simba o tlhalosa gore banana ba tshwanetse go builega matho ba se ka ba dirisiwa ke batho ba sa ba duele ba ba tshepisa go ba bapatsa mo maranyaneng a internet le social media a re go botlhokwa gore motho a lemoge boleng jwa kgwebo ya gago gore o se ka iphitlhela mo seemong sa go tshwana se.
Most of us re le banana mo le mise mo Botswana santse re kgatwa ke dilake tsa Facebook ke tsentse snepe se like ile mo go kana ke dirile se go like le mo gore ga re ise re bone gore go tsaya dinepe go katisa madi re kgona go ithela motho a postile la re batla modelara for a shoot ya eng a mme ke shoot e tsenyang madi and then e be ke batla go ba bolelela gore like now nka ka sponsora event nngwe le nngwe ha ke sponsor event nngwe le nngwe like malobane go na le GM cycling challenge ko rapa re tswa go sponsor re lebile boleng ja yone le gore re ka kopana le mang ko go iragala eng wa bona nna hela ka borona ga re batho mo ileng gore re tsa photography for fun mo ileng gore tabo go na le gore re uthela re thakathakanye le batho mo renke re tsamaya re tshwere di-camera re tsa dinya gore tshwanetse gore banna ba itseela gore yana photography tshwanetse re itise college mo lapeng and so santha ha re dirisa modelara re tshwanetse re make sure gore ra mo duela gore ke ga ileng gore re batla go simolola bereka ka tere batla ipatla modelara wa ileng wa rona wa the Joa brands yo ileng gore kana go botse go kana go leng ha re tsenya call re tsore tshwanetse re tiro e dirwe mo go rona
a re boela go tsone dikgantse tsa madi di thata yana ke lemoga gore ha ke di lebile yana generally they're a bit higher than the normal photographer would charge ha ilo o ba yone thata yone go tshwana le yone a o no sa tshabi gone gore o tla se go bone moreki wa tiro wa gago
Botswana ke Botswana ra amogetse seemo sa rona mo Botswana ra amogetse gore ka ha batho ba rona ba ntseng ka teng ba le few ba ta appreciate gore yo appreciate mo go rona la re tsere gore yo appreciate leng o appreciate yo sa appreciate ga appreciate gore ha re ka kra lo wara di standard tsa rona re batla go rekiwe okay fine ha o ta go nna ntho re batla art piece di le 10 but art piece ya mele 1 le 10,000 ke gona anong ha ile re ka bona gore okay fine o tsere 10 how about reduce the price tota mo Botswana motho ta batla go ata go wena so sa ntha ke taba ke emela ka camera e be ke ta go eventeng ya gago this camera ela ka bo yone ela body le nose ke 30,000 lens ye ke tsentseng be kwana ke 10,000 so ha eta ya go wa go event ele gore go chaitse 500 pla ke irang kae a gona for me gore ke pagame ke tswa Francistown ke ta mo Kasane ke lodge kwana ke bate dinepe tsa di landscape ke madi gore ke maung ke madi wa bona gore ke print artwork ya me ke madi
re ntse re bua gape ka madi banana ba lla ka madi o bua ona gore camera ya gago ke 30,000 mele hela sena lens o dirile yang wena gore o ska lebella gone gore dikgantse tsa madi tse di ska tsa ira gore o ska simolla kgwebo ya gago ya ka ba bangwe ba ira ile sone se ipato sa bone
ke simolotse photography ke boda ne ke tsena go Zenshame so ke re itse batsadi ha ba ke bana ba ta kgwedi le kgwedi beke le beke so ke mkgodile ke le motho ke shy mo kgwame gore la ne re itsa ine se ka ta go ena ke kopa molora o Colgate no go le thata gore nka ta ke dira ya wa bona so be ke simolla ke nna my sister na le camera nya lengwe be ke tsa go go ene ke nna ke tsa dinepe ene dirisa film ke nna ke tsa dinepe ka yone ke a go printa ke ta ke kgona go bona madinyane le gore ke ta go ke reka se ke se rekang ka one and then be ke togela ile ke tsa sekolo be ke togela ke a go nna go le thakane ne ke bina kwa sa ke binela di group kwa sa ke ireng gore ke le ka hasele o theka
wa tamadi
then 2014 be ke semolla photography ke semolla mo manyalong 2015 ke ntse ke improve ne ke ntse ke le ka go applyela madi a youth ban reject ba thaka ka ithoboga ke nna ke ntse ke le ka 2017 ke re itse ke ngwaga wa ka tsa tota be ke apply be ke tsa be ke khona gore be ke rekisa equipment because ne ke rekisa ntse ke rekile equipment e le ntsinyana ke rekisa equipment engwe ye kgologolo be ke thopa up ke khona go reka tse ke di dirisang gompieno.
When running a business means
Where did I put that receipt?
we can help you with instant accounting, free software that does your bookkeeping for you. When running a business means
Wait, what do you mean the container hasn't arrived?
we help protect your business from risk with Mohwebi Insurance. And when it means
How do we pay our staff that don't have bank accounts?
we help you make multiple payments directly to people's phones with e-wallet bulk send. At FNB, we're constantly innovating to help business owners at every stage of their journey.
Welcome back to the program. How many of us set New Year's resolutions each year without fail, but still fail to review how far we've gone in achieving them at any one point in the year? Some of the resolutions may have been to have a sound savings plan by the end of the year, but it is now November and that is still to be implemented. Well, you, our amazing viewer, may have tonight's segment be the opportunity to finish the year strong and still plan for the festive season in time for your new New Year's resolutions. Our guest, Tumelo Tumelo, says it is common for the hype to be high at the beginning and decline as the year goes. She adds that in reviewing this aspect of personal finance, we should equally outline the challenges that we faced in every quarter of the year.
It's very common that every beginning of year, people set resolutions. And it's also common that they also set financial resolutions. This is where people set specific goals that they wish to achieve in a particular year. Inclusive of such goals are, savings goals and challenges. We've seen them trend. We've seen different things that people want to attain. But somehow along the way, they lose track. And once the year comes to an end, it's almost as though those goals have never existed. So it's very important to self-reflect, particularly every quarter, and most importantly, mid-year or half of the year, to find out how far you are in achieving the particular goal that you had set out for yourself. Because a lot of times people know these financial jargons, people know the importance of saving and investing, but if you do not have the discipline to do that, if you don't have the drive and personal conviction to achieve your own personal goals, you would realize you would set them year in, year out without achieving them. The simple way of starting is maybe having a financial vision board. This is a depiction in an enlarged paper or in an enlarged platform that creates a picture of what you wish to attain as far as finances are concerned. This helps you halfway through the year to look at the vision board and check whether you've attained at least half or maybe part of the things you set yourself out to achieve. It's very important in the reflection to also assess where you went wrong or what might have been the challenge. Don't be too hard on yourself. The whole purpose of reflecting or the whole purpose of reviewing your goals is to ensure that whatever predicaments or challenges that you had, you can fix them while there's time. So it's important to have a personal conviction.
This program was brought to you by First National Bank of Botswana.
FNB, how can we help you?